Since the advent of modern archaeology and DNA, there have been some additions to this model, and we still believe that people crossed the Bering Sea and came down, but we don't think that that's the only way people got into North America. And so there might have been some, at the end of the last ice age, because sea level was much lower than it is now, there was so much ice tied up. The glacial parts of North America are the shaded part up here in most of Canada. The moraine came all the way down to about Morristown here in New Jersey. That glacial ice probably would have prevented people from migrating into North America prior to the end of the ice age, because you had all this glacial ice up here. And I'm talking about ice cubes that are 2 miles thick, just covering the land. And to migrate over that ice, there's no trees, there's no game, there's no resources, wouldn't be possible. But about 18,000 years ago, the glacial ice, the climate warmed enough where the glacial ice began to melt and openings began to develop in the ice. And so people could now begin to migrate from other parts of the world. And because sea level was much lower than it is now, where the coastline is to New Jersey now, back during the Ice Age, you could go out another 50 miles. You could go out onto what was referred to as the continental shelf, and that would still be dry land out there. And there were people that actually lived out there. Unfortunately, as the climate warmed at the end of the Ice Age and the ocean shoreline came up, those artifacts and everything are now under water. So we can't learn much about what was going on the continental shelf.